want to have a vacation. I'm like, oh my gosh, really? She said, yeah, this year like we should definitely go somewhere. I want to go all out, like it's my 28th. That being said, we're looking for sugar daddies and sugar mamas. Do a little something strange for a piece of change. If you have any like advice on traveling and booking your own trips or whatever, please like let me know. Welcome back to another episode of I'm Just Sharing with Shaunda. I am Shaunda. Hey guys, hey, happy Thursday. It's another one down and more to come. September is right around the corner. It's wild to me. Two things is that I am getting over a cold, so if I sound weird, I've been sounding weird for the past couple days, and you're just gonna have to push through it like I'm pushing through it. So boom, there it is. Another one is if you're on YouTube, you can see that I'm in a different place. I am back at my friend's house. They are currently on vacation and I am dog sitting. So if you hear anything in the background, just know it's the dogs, and sorry, not sorry. I just wanted to hop on here and just talk about a story that just made me think of leading up to what me and Shaunda will be doing. But the story is that I've been with my company for 6 years now. It's been cool. They gained some perks throughout the years. One of the perks being the top perk is that if you're a top selling rep, you are able to win a trip to an all-inclusive trip to Cancun, and you also get to take a friend for free. So that was nice. I'm like, oh, okay. So my previous manager won twice, and it was so crazy because he won his trip. He was going on a personal vacation somewhere. I think it was Cancun, and then he said that he's leaving to go again because the company was giving him that. I'm like, fuck you guys, fuck you. But he enjoyed it. It was cool. Then it was just my turn to sell and do my best in that store, and I did. I won. I was like, oh man, I'm going to go to Cancun. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And with me winning, I was like, okay, now I have to figure out who I'm going to take. So at the time, I knew that I was talking to my little guy friend, and I'm like, I could take him. It'd be nice to, have a little friend that we do there in a different place in a nice hotel and just be around others and just enjoy the time together, And that was a thought. So I was like, all right, cool. Other person, I was just like, okay, my twin is going to be on like the table of like taking her because that's my twin. We the hype people who's there because, different districts also one of those top selling reps and stuff would see twins and be like, yo, I'm like, I know, we're crazy and we got drinks, so y'all not going to see the work me, that type of stuff. And my twin would be there. So that was going to be another option. Other option was like my mom and taking my mom. I would say at the time, to me, she didn't go anywhere else like vacation and just go to a different place and enjoy a tropical place. So she was on the table. My sister, Stacy, was on the table because another person that was on the list, I keep saying on the table, but she was on the list to take because at the time I just knew she was like really working hard. She still is to this day, but at the time she was just, life be life with my sister. And I'm just like, you just need a vacation to relax and just enjoy yourself or whatever. And Selena was also on the list to take. And so Selena, I felt like with taking Selena, we could really bond, like having my older sister there and also her enjoying a nice vacation. And I'm like, all right, cool. So with leading up, they asked me, they gave us a questionnaire to fill out because around the time where COVID just was dying down, dying down. And I'm like, oh, all right, cool. And they gave out this questionnaire, like, do you feel comfortable being on the plane with people? Have you took your shot? All that stuff. Are you willing to get a shot if you haven't taken it? All that other stuff. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Of course, I'm cool with it. I'm pretty sure the people who wanted to go to Cancun too would be filling this out. So I'm like, all right, nice. Questionnaire was filled out, and now it's just like a waiting game of when to go. So work was worked, and I was at work, and I got a box, and it said like Summit on there, and I'm like, oh snap, we get a box to go. Oh my gosh. In this box, it had my award, It had some treats and snacks in there. It had some North Face shirts and a vest and $1,000 Visa card. And I'm like, oh snap, this is nice. And on the card, they put on there, like, we appreciate your hard work, blah, 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 blah. At the end, sorry, you're not going to be able, or you're not going to Cancun, or, you're not able to go to Cancun. I'm like, well, everybody said it's not able to. It's just like, you're just not going to Cancun. Everybody got this box. Because I called my other person who also won the trip. I was like, did you get the same box? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, this is real fucked up. Like, this is crazy. I'm not going to be able to go. I went home, like, sad. Because I went straight to, Trevor. He was my manager at the time. I went home with this box. I'm like, I'm not going. He was like, what? And he was like, that sucks. I'm like, so sorry, Shaunda. I'm like, yeah, like, it really did. Like, suck that, you work so hard. You earned this. And it's just taken away. It's taken away from, like, what you worked hard on. And I'm like, all right, it is what it is. It just sucked because then people were like saying, like, giving the advice, like, how about you just use that money towards your own trip and making that own? And I'm like, I sat on that $1,000 for a minute, bro, because I was just too stuck. Like, I'm like, the fuck am I supposed to do with $1,000? So, like, people gave that face, like, I'm like, if some people like, you can give it to me. I'm like, that's not the point. I'm just saying the amount of what's in this box is not the amount of this all-inclusive trip to Cancun that I was going to go on. So that was that for that. With it just so sucked because just having everybody on that list. I was coming down. I took my mom off. No. I took Stacy and Selena off because Stacy wanted to be humble around that time and now, really just don't take me. No, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to keep begging you to all right, come on and come. I'm like, fine, whatever. Selena was just doing her own thing and stuff just happened with her and I don't know why, but she was just off the list. And I'm like, all right, I took my mom and my twin and I was going to take Shaunda because I'm like, with my mom, I knew that I was going to have some sentimental moments and just be like, oh my gosh, look at the water, look at this, look at God, look at us, just us being, and I really appreciate you and I'm really glad I can do this for you, all of the other stuff. I knew that I was going to have that with my mom. With Shaunda, I'm like, no, we here, my twin, and having that moment. So I was just like, I want my hype person. Shaunda would have been the person to take, and that was that. But I just didn't get to have that. I didn't get to have that experience. They still do it, but as goals change and just time and stuff changes, it's just been hard to redo that same thing and win that trip. I'm just working. So that's that. So now, as time is moving forward, and now that I'm here, I'm about to be 28. I'll be 28 this year. Me and Shaunda will be 28. And she called me the other day and we were just talking and she was just like, yo, it's just crazy. I really want to have a birthday. I want to really celebrate. I want to have a vacation. And I'm like, oh my gosh, really? She said, yeah, this year, we should definitely go somewhere. And I'm like, okay, cool. Where do you want to go? And she was just like, Miami, Florida. And I'm like, I really just don't want to go to Miami. I don't know what it is about. I just don't want to go to Miami, Florida. I just want that out of the picture. So I was like, any place but Miami. So we started to look on different places. We went on Southwest Airlines vacations. We saw Spirit Vacations, all their bundle deals, and Delta. Delta's out because Delta, they want an arm and a leg. I said, okay. You can only do that with your membership, whatever. Delta's Delta. Someday I will be on that type of time. Spirit is Spirit, so I was like, no. I saw Southwest Airlines and their vacation, their prices. They were pretty mid, the prices, but I saw one that going to Cancun. No, it's actually Punta Cana, and I was like, okay, going to Punta Cana for that price seems pretty good. Now we are booking spots for December to go. Oh my gosh. Our birthday lands on a Monday, so that's pretty interesting. I was like, still, we're just going to be out. We're going to take off and have our time. But Monday. But either or, we're going to be in a different spot, so who cares? But seeing the prices with leading up and knowing that the prices will not be the same if we keep getting closer to these dates. So we're just trying to book a date. But I just don't want the funds to get in the way with planning this trip, because like the amount per person is mid again with planning and just how stuff goes. But also thinking about the money that we will be spending to, at Punta Cana and where we're going to be is also a thought process. And then also the time management and all the stuff before, and also shopping to go to this place because I need the clothes. And then also I want to make sure that my hair is done. I want to make sure that my nails done. I want to go all out. Like, it's my 28th. You only turn 28 one time, and I want to enjoy this. But just thinking about the amount of money that we have to like really put aside to do so has just been a thought and a conversation about like planning on what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. And then also the first time of like planning a trip and also going with my sister. I've been on like to Arizona and Colorado, and with people and just seeing how they function as a traveling person, like, just making sure that they're on top of tickets, doing the stuff the night before, having an agenda, being on that type of time. I feel that I am that type of person since I've been around. Those people have definitely rubbed off on me on like how to work. I don't know if that's going to be the same thing with Shaunda. I don't know how she is with traveling. Is she a very stressful person? Is she really calm, like a daisical type of person? I don't know. But it's going to be very interesting figuring that out and finding out who she is with that person. But I think we're just going to have a blast with Shaunda being the hype person. I'm the hype person. Like, we're going to have a good time on our vacation. But just getting there, I need to see how she's going to function and how we are with that. I'm pretty sure we're going to be Gucci cheese doing that whole time. But just thinking about, I just don't want money, and she also said it like, we just don't want funds to stop us from doing that. So that being said, we're looking for sugar daddies and sugar mamas who's like willing to pay our way, or like just put towards what we can. Like, we're not asking for the whole thing, but if we can get the whole thing, do a little something strange for a piece of change. That could be that could be the whole thing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Seriously though. But like, I just would have never thought of like planning a vacation, something again like with the trip that was going to be given to me, and it albeit inclusive, didn't have to do anything but just go. To compare it to now with just planning dates, time and stuff, it's just been a pretty interesting process to go through, because this will be like my first time doing this myself. Now, people who say who use Groupons for discounts, so we're looking through that. Another thing is also people recommend is like a travel agent, and it's crazy because I know a travel agent, it's just I work with that person and we can't mingle, we can't do that. But I have a twin, so she's gonna reach out to him and see what he can do for us. And I think that would be, like really great. But yeah, finding a travel agent, just getting all that set aside for us to do, it could be really good. So that's that. But please, I want to say, if you have any like advice on traveling and booking your own trips or whatever, please let me know, DM or comment, or share your experience with me at imjustsharingpod@gmail.com. I would really love to get everybody's perspective on it. But wish me and Shaunda luck with going and planning this trip, and hopefully we can set dates with planning. I'm pretty sure that I will have it by the end of today. Who knows? It's a lot of stuff that's also been going on in the background. Not the dogs, but I'm just saying in life, it's just been a lot of things that has just been rolling and going. Again, I'm also getting over a cold, so I'm just really happy to be here and filming. And just getting through the time. So thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of I'm Just Sharing with Shaunda. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe on my Apple, Spotify, and YouTube page. Please leave reviews. I really need to know, everybody. I've been getting a couple likes, which is pretty great, but I'm also wondering what your thoughts are. So please just take the time to leave a review. It'd be really, really great. Again, email me at imjustsharingpod@gmail.com. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Bye.